Yeah. So let's get started with today's session so others can join as and when they come, right? Okay. So, all right. So, in today's session, we will be going in a medium pace and we'll be covering everything right from the basics of the website, be it, logging into the website or registering both PCs and ADRs, then using options like forgot password, like how you can retrieve your password or how you can use create an Amway ID option to, set password and log in for the first time. We'll also be seeing how to place orders, both single and group orders. And we will touch upon a few important business building aspects in the website, like your manage business section. Like we will see how you can track your PV, how you can track your LOS PV, customer points, and all that. So we will also try to, leverage on other nuances of the website, like, how to use options like a quick shop order, or be it, using chatbot Myra to get answers for all your queries and all your queries and concerns. And we'll also be seeing how to use Ask Amway. We will see about the resources and download sections of the website and all such important things. So we will be covering all the things that are required for a new area, to run their business smoothly at the comfort of their house. So you do not even have to step out for anything. Everything you can do, literally everything, right at the comfort of your home if you have a smartphone or a laptop. All right. So to start off, before going into anything, I would like to tell one thing. So the Amway website is designed in such a manner that it is super user friendly. Like so, even if someone has not used website, or they're not very tech savvy or very new to the using gadgets or all these kind of e-tools, it is very easy. Even if they're spending half an hour, they'll be able to get a very good fair idea about what the website is, and it's super easy to navigate. All right. Okay, so without further ado, let's see how to register. We'll start with registration, how to register a preferred customer, and how to register an ADR. So I'm opening Chrome browser. So another thing about the website is our website is supported by all the major browsers, be it Chrome, be it Mozilla, be it Safari, or be it Edge. So you can use all these browsers except Internet Explorer. So please do not use Internet Explorer because our website is not compatible with the browser. Other than that, you can use all other browsers, right? So I've opened Chrome and I'm typing in our website address, which is www.amway.in, or you can just type in amway.in. And then this is how our homepage of the website looks like before logging in, right? Now let's see how we can register and aid a PC. So I'm clicking on the register option here on the top. And then we have two options, which is register as an ADR or register as customer. So we're going to see how to register a customer first. So I'm clicking on register as customer. Okay, so once you click on that, a simple form like this opens up. So you just have to start filling the form. It's like how you fill a normal physical form. So click in, you should at least be 18 years old, either if you're joining as a PC, be it as a PC or a ADR, you will have to be 18 years old. Just tick on this. And then comes the very important part, you're servicing ADS or ADR. So we are doing it like when you're so always remember, if you're sponsoring someone, you should always click on already know an Amway direct seller or retailer and enter your Amway ID over here. Because by chance, if you click on I do not know an Amway direct seller or retailer, this option over here, the PC will end up, joining some other LOS. So the system will automatically assign a sponsor to them, and there's no point of you try, helping them out. So it's always remember that you should use this option, or know an Amway direct retailer or seller, and enter your Amway ID over here, and then click on I'm not a robot. So once you click on this option, it might prompt you to select some traffic signals or something, just a small verification at times. So once you do that, you will be able to see your ADR or ADS number here, name over here. So in that way, you can confirm the PC who is joining under this ADS name or under you, right? Now you can just click on continue, and then comes a very simple form wherein you'll be filling the basic details of the PC, like their name, date of birth, their gender, and their address, city, and the PIN code. Okay, so once you select the PIN code, the state gets selected automatically. So another thing over here is while you're registering an ADR or PC, if suppose the address or their registered address does not have service, as in, there are no service for placing orders, if we are not having a service, a prompt will come here saying, the PIN code isn't serviceable. So which means the PC cannot place orders to that particular address. However, if they do want to continue and join, they can of course do it with that as the registered address, and they can have different shipping addresses, right? So that prompt will come in the beginning itself while you're trying to register. This is a new feature. Okay, so once you do that, comes the very important section again, contact details. So for any be it PC or ADR, email address and mobile ID, mobile number is mandatory, and that need to be very correct and accurate, right? Because if you're not giving the correct email address, valid email address or mobile number, you will not, first thing, you'll not be able to register. And even if in case you somehow get the thing registered, you will later then not be able to log in. The PC or ADR will not be able to log in. So it is mandatory for you to give the correct email address and mobile number. So just enter the correct email address and then enter the mobile number. Click on send OTP. So once you click on send OTP, you will get the PC or a PC will get a OTP in their mobile number. Just enter the OTP over here and click on submit. So bingo, the PC ID gets registered and generated. So on the screen, you will be able to see the PC ID right after finishing registration. And you'll also see a message saying a mail with password link has been sent to the PC's email. So this way the registration is done. Super simple, right? Okay. All right. So now, so this is with registering customers. So for registering customer, you do not need any type of documents. It's just their basic details and their mobile number and email ID. All right. So now let's go see how we can register a ADR. And again, guys, if you're having any doubt while I take the session, just keep note of the doubts. And what we can do is, at the end of the session, we can have a question and answer session, and I'll try to clarify all your doubts as much as possible, right? Okay, so now let's see how to register a ADR. Okay, so we'll see how to register an ADR because right now we cannot directly register an ADS. So read it as ADR, how to register an ADR. Right, so I'm going to Amway.in and clicking on register, and after that, I'm clicking on this option called register as ADR. So again, I get a very simple form, a basic form like this. So I'm going to fill all these forms, all these fields right now. So first thing, you'll have to be at least 18 years old. Click on this. And then next, you'll have to click on this privacy policy and terms and conditions. You can go through it and just click on put the tick mark. And again comes the important part, your sponsor details. So make sure you enter your number, or whichever ADS is sponsoring the ADR, they'll have to enter their ADS number. So suppose you're sponsoring an ADR, make sure you enter your ADS number over here, and just click on I'm not a robot. Like I said, you might have a small verification activity. Complete this, click on verify. So as soon as you do it, you will be able to see your name here, the correct name here. So that way you can confirm the ADR is joining this person, right? So continue on, move on. So this part you can skip if you were already a direct seller previously with another ID, you can just click this. If not, just skip it. And then comes the next part, which talks about the documentation and acknowledgement. So to register an ADR, you will need two documents, which is your ID proof, the ADR's photo ID proof, which can be anything, any government ID which has their photo on it, like be it PAN card or DL or Aadhaar, anything like that will do. And then you'll need a address proof of the ADR. So again, any government ID with the address, right? Be it Aadhaar, DL, passport, anything will do. And then the bank account details. Bank account, you just need the IFSC code and the bank account number of the ADR. That's it, right? So you can just go through the acknowledgement and click on continue. Once you finish reading that, so you will be directed to a orientation program. So this video, you will the ADR has to completely watch it. There's no option to fast forward it or just skip it and move on. You have to completely watch the video. So this video basically gives an outline of what the of what being a ADR is all about, and what and talks about terms and conditions of being an ADR and the basic things of being a Amway direct retailer. So go through the program and then finally click on this option that you have read and understood the terms and conditions, and click on continue. So now is when we get into filling the details of the ADR. So here again, just like how we did fill the PC form, you can start filling the ADR form, their name, their date of birth, gender, and then here you can see some additional fields which were not there in a PC form, which is like PAN card number, your ID proof and all. So here PAN card number is optional. You can see that it's optional. But guys, what I would suggest is you can give your PAN card number without hesitation, because what happens is once you start earning, once any ADR or ADS starts earning more than 15,000 rupees in a year from Amway, the moment they start earning more than it, the TDS will be deducted. The taxes, income tax will be deducted, right? So if the PAN details are updated, only 5% tax will be deducted. However, if the PAN details are not updated, 20% tax will be deducted. So I would always recommend, to give the PAN number right at the starting, at the time of registration itself. But however, it's optional. Again, if you feel like you want to do it later, you have an option to do it later as well. So it's totally up to your choice. All right. Then comes the ID proof part. So like I said, you can select from any a government list of ID proofs here: passport, DL, Aadhaar, anything. Just select the ID proof type, enter the ID proof number. Like if you're selecting passport, just enter the passport number and upload the document. Document as in you can upload the soft copy of the ID. You can take a photograph, or if you have a PDF, just upload the document over here. Then moving on, we will be filling the bank account details of the ADR. So like I told you, just two things: IFSC code. Once you enter the IFSC code, bank name will automatically pop up, and then enter the correct account number and confirm the correct account number. Here again, it's very crucial that the ADR enters the correct account number, because later, once they start earning and making money, and then they'll not be getting the commissions and trade discount. So we get a lot of complaints saying, we've not got the amount. So one thing is they might have entered the incorrect number. It might have gone to some other account, or there might have been some issue over here. So it's always important that you update the correct bank account number. Here again, once you update the bank account number, you will not be able to make any changes to it for a month, right? So you do have an option to change the bank account details after a month, but for 1 month you will be locked in. Okay. So next comes the co-applicant part. So if you want to add a co-applicant, just click on I would like to add a co-applicant and fill the details. Otherwise, you can just skip and move on to the next field. So next field is the address field. Enter your registered address, as in you will be updating a document, right? Address proof document. So you will have to enter the same address as in the document. So this will be the registered address for you, like to all kinds of contact or anything. This will be basically your registered address. So make sure to enter the address which is there in the document which you're uploading. Again, like you can add any number of shipping addresses later, but this will be the primary registered address for you, which we will not be able to change once you have registered. Yes, of course, you can change it. You can drop a mail to care, and there are different documents that are required if in case you want to change it at some point of time. But for the time being, this will be your permanent registered address. So again, like I told you, select from any of the registered, government address proof, passport, Aadhaar, DL, anything, and enter the document number and upload the document. And you can just continue moving on. You Again, we come to the important aspect, contact details of the ADR. So again, I'm reiterating this thing. Email ID, correct email ID and mobile number are mandatory. Without that, you'll not be able to register or log in, right? So once you're here, enter the correct email address, confirm the email address, enter the mobile number, and click on send OTP. So the area will immediately get the OTP, and then they can just enter it in the space. Just accept the terms and conditions and click on submit. So once that is done, so immediately the area gets registered, and you'll be able to see this kind of message on the screens along with the area number. The area will also get an email with their area number and password link. Right. So in the screen, you can just see all these details, the area number, contract, sponsor, area sponsor details, and all these things. So, and on the other hand, the area would have got an email like this, along with their area number and the set password link. Okay, so that is it with registering an ADR. So here again, if you have any questions or doubts, just make note of it. And at the end of the session, we can have a quick Q&A session. All right. So moving on, let's see how to initiate PC to ADR conversion. So this is again, a lot of people ask this question, like, you've joined as a PC, but now, you've decided to become an ADR. So is there any option to continue with the same PC ID, or do you have to re-register? So the answer is you can use the same PC ID and convert it into a ADR account. Okay, so to do this, what we'll do is we'll just log into the PC's account. Let's assume you know how to log into the PC account, log into the PC account, and click on the drop down box which is there right next to the name of the PC, and click on my account option. So once you click on my account option, this is how the my account option looks for a PC. Here in the left bottom, there is an option called Start an Amway Business, Convert to Amway Direct Retailer. Please treat it as retailer. So convert to Amway Direct Retailer. So the PC can just click on this option, and then the PC will get a prompt if they want to redeem their loyalty points. If there's any loyalty points left, they can click on no and place order and come back to this part. Otherwise, just click on yes. Once this is done, the PC will be able to see this Amway Direct Seller form. So just like how we registered the ADR, they'll be able to see this Amway Direct Retailer form. They'll have to fill the same details as we saw in the ADR registration. Only thing is the sponsor number will automatically come. By default, it will fill in and come because the PC would have already joined under a sponsor, right? So if at all the PC wants to change the sponsor at that point of time, so they can do it when they are doing the conversion, when they're converting it to an ADR. Only the first time they do the conversion, they do have an option to change the sponsor number then. So that's it. After that, it's just going to be the normal procedure, like how we filled a ADR registration form, fill all the details and click on confirm. So like once you click on submit, so immediately the account gets converted to an ADR account without any time gap, or it's just instant. Once the thing is done, it gets converted. Right. So an email also the PC will get, like now in ADR, that their account is converted to ADR account. And another thing that you need to remember here, is this ADR PC to ADR conversion option is available only from 5th to 24th of every month. So this option will be enabled only in this time frame, in this time window, that's 5th to 24th of every month. Right. So if you're trying, like, again, we get a lot of complaints, like some PC will be trying to convert to ADR in the month end or in the starting of the month. So in that case, you'll not be able to do, because the option is available only enabled only from 5th to 24th of every month. Okay, so moving on, we'll just see how to log in, up to three different scenarios of logging in. So first thing, there's a PC or ADR has joined newly, and let's see how that person can log in. So what they would do is, so like I told you, the ADR or PC would have received an email like this with their ADR number or PC number and the set password link. So all that they're going to do is just click on this link over here. And once you click on the link, a page, create your Amway ID page will be appearing, or this kind of link will, the link will redirect to this kind of a page. So here, the PC or ADR can just enter their registered mobile number, click enter their new password, confirm the password, and click on continue. And bingo, that's it. Their password and their login will be set. So for all the new ADRs or PCs who are joining now, their login ID will be their registered mobile number, and password is whatever they set, right? So this is how they set password for a new ADR or PC. Now let's see. So like now, how do they log in? They just go to Amway.in, click on sign in. And like I told you, they're going to use the mobile phone number option for all the new ADRs or PCs who have joined post the state. And then they're going to enter their mobile number, password, and login, right? Now let's assume like the person has forgot their password by chance, and then how can they retrieve it, right? It's simple. The person can do that sitting at home without having to call the call center or, dropping mails. It's very simple. So all that they're going to do is go into sign in option, Amway.in sign in, and then click on this option called forgot password. So this option, you can use it only when you know when you have set your login ID and you have already logged in, but then you forgot your password at some point of time, right? So just click on forgot password. So if you have joined before this date, you can use, if you have joined before December 6, 2019, you can use ABO PC number option. And if you joined post December 6, 2019, you can use your mobile phone number option. Just select the relevant option accordingly and click on submit. Enter your, enter your mobile number or PC number, relevant option, click on submit. So once you do that, you'll get this kind of a page. So you have two options to retrieve or, recover your password or set a new password. So one is by sending a OTP to your mobile number, or by sending a link to your email, right? So if suppose I'm using this text message option, I'm going to select this radio button and just click on, my correct mobile number and click on continue. So immediately the ADR or PC is going to get the OTP. So just enter the OTP here and click on submit. Okay, so on the other hand, if you're selecting the email ID option, enter your email ID or select the correct email ID and click on send. So in that case, the PC or ADR will get this kind of an email in their registered email ID. So what in both the cases, like if it's email, I'm going to click on reset my password. And if it's mobile number, I'm going to enter my OTP and click on submit. So once I do that, it's going to redirect me to a page like this, reset your password page. So here I can just type my new password and confirm the password and click on submit. So this way my new password is set. Like it doesn't matter if you forgot password. It's this simple to create, to create a new password. So that's it with using forgot password option. Now let's see how to use this option called create an Amway ID. So again, like a lot of people have a question, like sometimes when we tell someone to use create an Amway ID option, if they're not able to, log in for the first time or set password for the first time, they always have a confusion saying, they've already registered the customer or ADR. Why is there a need to again, use create an Amway ID option? So the thing is simple. So registering a customer is totally different, and creating an Amway ID is again a totally different thing. So you use this option create an Amway ID when you are already registered a customer or ADR, but you have not yet logged in. But the a customer or ADR has not yet logged in, right? So in that case, you use this option to just create a login ID, as in to create a password and link the login ID. That's it. So that's the only reason you'll be using create an Amway ID. So in what cases you can use this option is one thing, like if in case the link which is sent to the ADR or PC is expired. So it has a timeline of like 5 days or so. So within that you will have to use it. So if you're accessing the link, if you're trying to accessing it post the timeline, you'll not be able to access it, right? So in that case, you can use this option to create the password or the login ID for the first time. And another thing is, if in case you're not able to find the email, like it has gone to spam, or you're somehow not able to find that email in your email box, you can still use this option called create an Amway ID. So how do you use it? Just click on create your Amway ID. Again, I'm reminding you, this can be done only after registering a PC or ADR, and only at the time of logging in for the first time, right? So click on create your Amway ID, and a page like this opens up. Click on the country, click on the country code mobile number +91 for India, and enter your mobile number, registered mobile number. Ensure to enter your registered mobile number only over here. And then choose your password, type in your password, reconfirm the password, click on continue. So once you click on continue, OTP will be sent to the registered mobile number. So enter the OTP in this space and click on submit. And finally, you'll be filling this link existing account field form. So again, here make sure that you enter your ADR or PC number. That is, if someone like a new ADR or PC is trying to sign in, they'll have to enter their ADR or PC number only here. So do not get confused and enter a sponsor number or something. It has to be the number of the person who is trying to sign in, right? So their registered like ADS number or the PC number, the 10-digit number if it's a new number, you're going to enter that over here. Enter the correct date of birth that you gave at the time of registration. Enter the email address, again, the registered email address, and click on continue. Once you click on continue, so the ADR or PC will get a OTP to their email ID. So they'll have to enter that and click on continue. So then you can see a pop-up with your name, with the ADR or PC's name. And then in that way, you can confirm, yes, that's your account. And then your login ID is all set and ready. So again, this is the reason I tell you your mobile number and email ID needs to be correct. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to log into the account, right? So that's all. So now how do you sign in? Go to amway.in, use either of the suitable option, click on the mobile number. If it's, if you've joined after December 6th, enter your mobile number, enter the password, and sign in. So that's it with using the options, around password, be it forgot password, create an Amway ID option. It's this simple. Again, if you have any doubts, just make note of it. We'll have a Q&A session at the end of the session. All right. So moving on, we'll quickly see what are the options that an ADR has in the My Account section of them, right? So okay, so once the ADR is logged in, right next to the name, there's a drop down, and clicking on this My Account option takes to this kind of a page where they can see the sponsor details, their AR balance in the left side, and then in the left bottom there's option. There is the sponsor details, like I told you, and then there are options like personal information, my addresses, bank account, manage credentials, contract, etc. So you can use my addresses option to add or remove shipping addresses only. There's no option for an ADR or PC to change their registered address, but however, you can drop a mail to the CS team and they'll let you know, or call up the call center, like how you can, change your registered address. But otherwise, you do not have an option to do any editing to your registered address. Then comes the bank account details. So like I told you, if in case you have changed your bank account number or anything, you can use this bank account option to update your bank account details. This option is there for both PC, ADR, and ADS, everyone. But again, once you've changed your account details, you'll not be able to change it for next 1 month. The account will be locked. Option will be locked. And then comes the manage credentials. You can do all your changing your mobile number, password, and all from here. And contract, anytime you want to view your contract, you can see it from here. And coming to the personal information section. So when you click on the section, this is for a ADR. They will have all these details. There's an eco-applicant, contact details, and all that. And like I told you, there's this PAN card number field. So if in case the ADR has not updated the PAN details at the time of registration, they can do it here from here. So that's all with the My Account section. Now let's move on to the very important feature of the website, placing orders ultimately, right? So we'll see how to place a single order and a group order both. Okay, so I have gone to I've opened Chrome browser and gone to Amway.in. So now let's see how to place a order. So I'm clicking on sign in. Okay, so I am choosing this option ADS or ADR PC number because I have a account which has been joined before December 6, 2019. So if in case you have joined post that, use this option mobile number, right? And enter your mobile number and password. Okay, so I have entered the details and I'm logging in. Sorry. Okay, so this is how the home page looks like once you log in. So now to place orders, there are like three ways in which you can do it. So first thing is real quick, and if you just have two or three products, you can click on this search box over here and type the product name. Suppose I need protein or plant protein. I'm just typing protein over here. Sorry, there's some issue over here. Okay, so I'm just clicking, typing protein over here. And then I can see all the options that I've got under protein. So you can just select whichever product you want and the variant which you want. So I need a 500-gram APP. So I'm just selecting it and clicking on add to my cart. So this way you can just select the products, type the products, and then go selecting the products. This is one way. Another thing is using the catalog to add products. So I'm just going to click on the shop option and select any category that I need. Suppose nutrition. I'm just clicking on nutrition. And then I'm going to browse through the catalog and add all the products that I need to my cart. So this is another thing. And again, while ordering, we do have a section called promotions section. So this particular page or section is going to show you all the offers that are available across India for that period of time. So I don't really have to wait to know what are the offers going on. I can directly click on promotion section and I'll be able to see all the offers going on across the country that point of time. If in case you're seeing some offer, but it's showing as temporarily not available, like for here. So it just means that for this particular address, I do not have that stock of the product and it's not available, right? But however, it might be there in some other location. So this way I can just use either shop option or this box to search the products and add it to the cart. And let's see the next method. So I'm just clicking on view cart. I'm clicking on the cart and clicking on view cart. This is how you proceed to checkout as well. So another method, this is my favorite method, quick method, like when there are only a couple of products and I'm sure what I need to buy. So I'm just going to use this quick shop option. So what I'm going to do is, all that I'm going to do is enter the product name here, or you can even enter the SKU number. Like for example, I need think biotin cherry. I'm just going to enter the product name and it will automatically prompt, the products, and select the correct product, change the quantity, and then click on add to cart. So my cart gets updated immediately. So this way, when you're very sure about the product you need, you can just go on entering the name of the product. So now I need a shampoo, Satnic shampoo. So just say hair fall control shampoo. So as soon as I enter Satnic, all the variants just comes in. I can select the quantity and just add to the cart. So you can see my cart getting updated over here. So this is one method of adding products to the cart. All right. So now, like once I've added all my products, now here right in the bottom, there's this option called promotions applied. Just expand it, click on plus. So you will get to know all the offers that has been applied to your order, right? So here I've got this buy any two Satnic and get one glossy repair conditioner. So that offer has picked. So what happens is at times like when people think there's an offer, they might, think without seeing if the offer is added or not. The offer might be there, but it might have not applied to your order, maybe because the offer is out of stock in your location, in the pin code that you have selected or something like that. So you cannot just blindly go and think the offer is there. So you can confirm it by clicking on this promotions applied section, right? So for now, I have got these two offers. I've got a scoop free and then the conditioner free, right? So then I'm just going to click on proceed to buy after reviewing the order. Over here, I can select the select the address for where I want the delivery. So in case you want to add a new address also, you can use this add new address option and enter a new address. So I've selected an address and just clicking on continue. So, okay, so here again, I can review the cart, and if in case I want to edit the cart, I can just click on edit cart. It's just going to take me to the previous page where I can change the quantity and all that. If I want to add or delete any items, I can do that. So here in this page, in the review page, you will be able to see the final charges, including the taxes. Again, here also you can see the promotions that are applied. So this will be the final price DAP, which is including the taxes that I'll be paying, right? Yeah, so you can just go through it and then click on confirm order. So talking about the delivery charges part for a PC, if the order amount is above 500 rupees, there's no delivery charges. If it's less than 500, the DAP is less than 500, they'll be paying 50 rupees flat fee. And for ADRs or ADS, the amount is going to be 5,000. If it's less than 5,000, you'll have to pay 50 rupees delivery charges. Otherwise, above 5,000 is free. And for group orders, if it's 10,000 and above, that's the DAP I'm talking about, the price after taxes. If it's above 10,000, the delivery charges are free. Otherwise, they'll be paying 50 rupees flat charge. Right. So this way, you can just click on confirm order. And then you can choose any payment method that you want and click on continue to payment and finish the payment. Again, we there are a lot of like we do have like debit card, credit card, net banking, all the basic payment options along with the wallets. The only thing COD is not available, so it's all prepaid orders. You will first have to pay and then place the order. So suppose I'm selecting the debit card option, so I just have to do like this and click on once the payment is completed, I'll immediately see your order confirmation message or the page on the screen this way, along with the order number, and I'll also get a message to my I'll also get an email to my registered email ID. So that's it with placing a single order. Now let's see how we can place a group order. I think I can show you a live demonstration of it. Okay. So let's just go back and try and add a group order. Okay, so now there are a couple of products which we have selected in my cart. So now let's see how we can place a group order. Okay, so I'm going to the here again there are two methods in which you can do it. So one thing is I'm going to browse the catalog, and as I see the product, like suppose I need this, under my downline, I'm going to select the product, select the quantity. I can do it here, and then I'm going to click on create group order. Click on that option, and always remember this group order option. How you use it is, first you place, I mean, you put at least one or two items, one item for you in your cart, and only then you will be able to place group order. So group order 1 plus 9, that is on top of you, you can place up to for up to 9 ADRs or PCs under you, ADS or ADRs under you, right? So I'm gonna, there are already a couple of products in my cart. Now I'm going to just click on create group order, and then enter the number ID of my downline, right? And then click on add. So this is just a test number. I'm just clicking on add. So I can see the number getting added here. So here, select the number and select change the quantity here. And you can just click on add to cart, right? This is one method of doing it. Again, I'm showing you and just selecting the product which I need. And I'm clicking on create group order. And I'm going to enter the downline or PC's number on whom I am going to place the order. Okay, and then clicking on add. So once I click on add, I'll be able to see that number over here. I'm just going to click on, I'm going to select which number I want. So suppose I want to place the order item for this PC also, I can just click this number. And suppose I want it for me as well, on my cart as well, I'm just going to click on also my cart as well and add to cart. So this way you can just go on selecting the products and selecting your downlines and create a group order, and you can see the cart getting updated here, right? So we'll see the other method, simple method. I'm just going to click on view cart, like faster method when there are only limited number of products that you're going to buy. So what I'm going to do is I'm again going to use this quick shop option. So if you know the product by name or by the SKU number, just enter it over here. Like maybe fiber. So I need Nutrilite fiber 200 grams under my downline. So I'm going to enter the downlines number over here, right? And then just click on that. So you can see add. So this has come over here. And I can add and keep it to quick shop. So I'm just going to add it to the cart. This is one method of, placing a group order, selecting products to the group order. So now you can see this is my cart, and these are the downlines that I've placed order on. This is the product. See, you can see. So this way you can go on adding products to your group order. All right. So here again, you can place order 1 plus 9 you, and on top of it, 9 more downlines or PCs, right? So once I see and confirm everything, I'm just going to click on proceed to buy. So here for group orders, you can only have one single address. It doesn't mean, the order will go to different locations. No, it'll only go to one final destination. So you're going to select the delivery address. If you want to add a new address, you can just add it or select from the existing addresses and click on continue. You can review the, order, modify it accordingly, and then place the order, check out and confirm the, make the payment and place the order. So it's this simple. Placing a group order is very simple, and that's it. So again, make note of any queries that you're having. We will have a discussion soon. So that's how you place a group order. Like I told you, just select your address, check the cart, confirm it, and confirm the order. Select any payment mode. Suppose I'm using ebix, just select that. fill the details and complete the payment. So you will immediately be able to see the order confirmation on the screen as well as your email ID. So that's it with placing group orders. Now we'll quickly see how we can leverage the section manage business to keep track of our business. So once I log in, I'm just going to click on manage business. And once I click on manage business, so this is how the dashboard's right side looks like. So you can see the registrations in the month. You'll be able to see the my performance, your performance section. You'll be able to see your personal points, team points, and overview of all that. And in the right side, again, you have action reports. Like you can see who is new, which ABOs have joined newly, who's close to getting the next pen level, within the reach of 25% to go to the next pen level, whose birthdays are nearing, the ABO's birthdays are nearing. All those details will come up in the dashboard. So again, this my performance section, you can see in different views, right? Like you can see it in a graphical view, bar graphs, or data table, or all that. You can see this in different views. And then comes another important section under manage business, which is your business tracker. So here you have an option to check all your team neutralite reports now that the new phase has started. Again, artistry achievers report, your commission report, your TDS reports, your credit note reports. You'll also be able to see a report called Amway business tracking report, that is which will show you the reports of your downlines, right? If they have completed the 90 days rule or not, all that, if they have completed the assessment or not. So there's an option to see that here from business tracker. So the option is called team status tracking report. So that is also available here. You can use that. And next comes how to check your LOS map, how to track your groups PV. So what you can do is just click on manage business, click on LOS map. So you'll be able to see the entire LOS map for that particular month. So you can choose which month you want to see and all that. You can expand the view as well by clicking on this plus sign. Or if you want to see only one particular downlines LOS, you can just type in the ADS number or ADR number here and check that as well. And again, in the right side center icon is export icon. You can export the entire LOS into an Excel view, or a CSV view. And then you have these filter options to just change. You can view the LOS in different views, different layouts. Like if you want it like a tree map or list or like indented form, you can use that. Or if you want to check for some other month, you can just see the LOS for some other month. So you have LOS or view option for up to 3 years, in the past. All those data, you can just see it. So you're just going to use all these options. Just when you have some time, just try using all these options, and you'll be able to figure out a lot of nuances in the website, right? You can do that. And another method of accessing your LOS is through CoPlus section. So again, click on manage business and click on CoPlus incentives, right? Or you can just click on the drop down which is there next to your name, and under my account the option CoPlus is there, and you can just click on that directly. So once you click on CoPlus incentive section, you will end up on a dashboard like this, my performance dashboard by default. So on top you have this option called LOS. So if you click on that, it's again going to take you to the LOS view, right? So in the LOS, you'll be able to see all your team points and everything, but you'll not be able to see your customer points. So to see your preferred customer points, you have another option called PCL under CoPlus incentive section, right? So I'm in the CoPlus incentive sections, and I'm just going to click on this icon, which is there right next to LOS option, right? So CoPlus section, click on PCL. So here I'll be able to see all my preferred customers points, right? And if I want to see their orders as well, I can just click on this my customer orders, and I'll be able to see all the orders of my preferred customers. Okay. So here again, a lot of people ask, how can I check my downlines preferred customers option? So we do not have that option as of now in the website. But however, if the website, if that downline wants to check their uh, preferred customers, orders, they can log into their account and check. But you as an upline will not be able to see your downlines customers orders. You'll not be able to see that. So okay, so that's it with using seeing your LOS and the PC points and all that. So moving on, so there is another important section called Amway Academy. This is one of the important tool for all the ADRs and ADS to get, to keep yourselves updated about the products or to know more about the products. You can use this section, and to know more about the business, how to run it successfully and all that, you can use this section called Amway Academy. So Maheen or our state trainer Sini and Maheen will be taking you through this. Okay, so we'll move on to the next section, which is resources and downloads. Sorry, yeah. So again, resources and downloads is another. Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, so moving on to the next section, resources and downloads. So you can just click on resources and downloads. So here you have a n number of brochures and guides to help you run the business. All right. So if you click on this filters option, show filters, and select the category, just expand it. You have resources and catalogs and so many, categories. Like one of my personal favorite is like this thing called product sell sheets. So just click on that and see, suppose I'm clicking on Neutralite Daily Sell Sheet. So this particular, pamphlet or the brochure is going to give me all the details that are required to, sell this particular product. Right from the, usage, right from the benefits, all that. It also talks about the target audience, like whom I can, target on, and how I can start a conversation while trying to, sell the product. All these details are right there in this one simple pamphlet. So this way you can use multiple options. So you need all product guides or something, so you have soft copy of it over here. Again, if you want to know anything about, knowing the website, or be it understanding the new distributor entry model, or the, all the business support materials that you require to run the business are available here in this resources and download section. Okay, all right. And moving on, let's move on to two more help features that the website has for us, so which is Ask Amway. So you do not have to depend on your upline or anyone or the call center or, the mails. If you get a doubt at midnight, like you want to get it clarified, so you can just use this feature called Ask Amway. Like I want to know, how to add a co-applicant maybe. So I'm just going to type on co-app addition, and then I'm going to get all these details here. So you can just choose whichever, like how can I update co-applicant for my distributorship? That was my concern. So I'm just going to click on that, and you can see all the details that are required. How can I do it? Right. So this is one important and very nice feature. So here again, this database is such that the articles keep getting updated every now and then. So maybe if you didn't find an answer for a query, back then, you would be able to see it right now. So what I would suggest is, like, just use this as much as possible to get all your answers, all your queries answered. And you can also leave a feedback, like if you don't find it very important, or if the content was good, you can just rate the content and give us a feedback. Right, so suppose if I'm selecting it was just 2 stars, I can tell what I can improve, like what details you need. So just try and use all these options. And again, I have Ask Myra, which is our virtual chatbot. So Myra also can perform a lot of things and answer a lot of your queries, be it checking your commission, or be it telling about, product availability if you want to check if the products are in stock or not, or tracking your order status. All these things Myra can do. So suppose I want to know a product availability, if that's there in stock or not. So I'm just going to select the product, and it's going to ask me to enter the pin code to see if it's available there or not. So I'm just going to enter it. So like you can see, it shows all the details. So just when you have some time, just use all these basic options to get all your answers, clarified. Uh, yeah, so that's it with the website. Maybe we can just quickly see, like, talking about the app. The app also has the same features, almost the same features as the website. Okay, so we can probably cover the app in next section, next session that we have. So I think since it's already 11 and we can probably wind it up here. So this is it. So we have covered almost everything in the website. So now if you have any questions, you can just post it on the chat or you can raise your hand and we can have a discussion.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you for this amazing presentation of yours. And friends, as we said,